This is really early. Oh dear.
Do you want a pat on the back? I can give you a pat on the back.
Not like you.
You're not the only one in this room. Enjoy that.
I like everybody. I like everybody.
Until you don't. Right?
That's not true.
Oh, it's true.
Call a meeting to order. Heather, would you do a roll call, please?
Vanessa Arthur, first ward.
Here?
Lucas Stansberry, second ward.
Here.
Dennis Everett, third ward.
Present.
Darrell Westlaw, fourth ward.
Here.
Got a quorum, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. At this time, we'll do the invocation. Lord, be with us tonight as we go through our meeting and stuff, that we do things that are proper and good for the people in the city of Girard. Ask this in Jesus' name, amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could I have a motion for acceptance of the agenda?
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we accept the agenda as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we accept the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Nobody for public forum. We'll go on to regular business. At this time, we'll open the public hearing notice for the CDBG grant closeout sidewalk improvement.
Hi guys, my name is Brittany Kepley. I'm here with the Southeast Kansas Regional Planning Commission. So our public hearing is in regard to the closing out of your sidewalks project, which is concluded. So the City of Girard is holding a public hearing for the purpose of evaluating the performance of grant number 23PF021, which consisted of sidewalk improvements in the following locations: Orange Street, north side from Carbon Street to Summit Street; Osage Street, east side from Forest to Prairie; John Street, south side from Western to Cherokee; John Street, south street, north side from Cherokee to Carbon; Orange Street, north side from Western to Clover; Prairie Street, south side from Osage to Summit. This project involved the combination of the replacement of existing deteriorated sidewalk and the construction of new sidewalks where there were none. This resulted in the installation of approximately 7,920 linear feet of 5-foot wide ADA compliant sidewalk, including ADA curb ramps. The total project cost came to $738,208.23. This grant was funded in part by the Kansas Department of Commerce, Small Cities Community Development Block Grant CDBG funds, which contributed $473,749.92. Any oral or written comments of this will be recorded and become part of the city's CDBG Citizen Participation Plan. So Mr. Mayor has papers that are part of the closeout process. Those need to be signed. So council will first, if you guys approve, to go ahead and close out this grant, then mayor will sign the forms and I will submit them to the state, and then that is all you need to do to close out the sidewalks project. If you have any questions for me, just let me know.
Just seemed like a long time in the making,
Yeah.
and now it's done.
It did.
It's great.
I agree. I'm glad it's done.
Good to finally hear this speech.
Yeah, yeah, it's done. It's good. My speech?
Yes.
Yeah, because I sat here for so long. Well, good. So, Nikki, if you want to wait to sign those until after the meeting, that's fine. Or if you can send it to me in the morning.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. However you want to do it.
They do need to make a motion to close it out though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you're ready for
Okay,
that.
at this time, there's no comments on the public meeting, so we'll close the public hearing notice at this time.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we close out the CDBG grant for our sidewalk improvements at this time.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
No, anything that's done, I will, really all I need is just.
Okay, moving on to item B, consider fence quotes. Is this for out there where the solar's gonna be?
Yes.
Oh,
This is gonna be around our property.
Like where your pole yard and stuff will be, right?
okay,
Be secured out there.
Yes.
Your yard will be secured.
We're-
Well, no matter what, I'll have to build a fence for something for the transformers and poles, that EPA.
do you have any, suggestions on the grants, or on the quotes?
Cheapest one.
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
I think that was the humble one,
Was
wasn't
that
it?
humble?
Number 2.
Yeah.
It was 40,000.
Okay,
Humble.
It was in the 50s.
Yeah, the other ones is in mid-50s.
Right.
The big difference is Humble has a roller gate, and the others include electric, automatic gates.
It'll be an automatic.
It will be?
Have that there.
Yeah.
No.
It's listed as a roller.
Well, that gate, it'll roll.
Okay.
But it'll,
But
Okay.
it'll
Open.
still
It's
be,
still
yeah.
automated, but it'll roll. Okay, very good. Very good.
you have any more comments on it or feedback on it? You're okay with that one?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we accept the bid from Humble Construction LLC in the amount of $40,698 for fence for the electric department.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item C, consider fire department quotes.
It's not actually a quote. It's for materials we've already received. You guys have already approved this grant for equipment. It ended up being a reimbursement scenario, so we have to issue the check first, and then Chief will get reimbursed within 30 to 90 days, I think. So it's over my spend authority, but when you guys originally approved it, we didn't know it was going to be a reimbursement scenario. So now I need a motion approving the PO. Do you have anything else, Chief?
It's just, what this basically is it's reimbursement for the gear. It's going through the state. So, with the vendors we have to come up with the money front. We've met all the requirements. All the paperwork has been filed. We just need for us to issue a check to the vendor. I make a copy of that, I send it to the state, and talking with Vicki, it takes 30 to 90 days, which they've been very good and very on time, and reimburses 100% on this gear.
So we just need to basically approve that you send this stuff in and,
Yeah. The
She has everything
17335.
with the check. She has all the paperwork.
so what do I need to?
Is that the one that says fire invoice?
Yes,
Mhm.
it's North American Fire Equipment, Inc. Do you want this?
These aren't they're not quotes, so how do you
No,
want me
I
to
don't.
word it?
just say approve the payment, I guess, because it's over my spend authority.
Reimbursement applications, actually, I mean, we apply to,
Mr. Mayor, a motion that we approve payment to North America Fire Equipment, Inc. in the amount of $17,335 to reimburse our,
It'll be our budget, our general fund, or our fund.
reimburse the firefighters' general fund for equipment.
We'll get reimbursement.
Oh my god, I thought I turned it off.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item D, consider burn ordinance.
This has been on the agenda for the last,
Several meetings.
yes. Chief and Captain McAtee asked for some more additions. Steve, the city attorney, reviewed all of those. A lot of it was fire code. We had adopted the entire fire code, so this will, yes. But we adopted it through, we incorporated it without having to put the whole thing in the code book, just like we did property maintenance code.
It's under 7201, if you want to look at it. We've adopted the 2006 fire code, International Fire Code, and the National Fire Code Protection Association, various editions. So we currently can enforce that fire code.
But that's different than what he's presenting here.
No.
Yes, so this will amend that so that you can do the recreational fire.
Yes.
So we did the same thing with the property maintenance code. We adopted it in its entirety and then pulled out the pieces we wanted to make amendments to. So that's what that Article 7 is doing. The very first one, 201, adopts it in its entirety, and then the rest of it is amendments to it.
So I think what we sort of talked about is the third version on your iPad. I mean, we've had this in our meeting so much. But I think, as I understand it, the consensus is the third version on the iPad.
Which is the one Chief originally
Which version is
liked.
the third version?
Third version is where you have to get a permit.
So we're not adding any of this? Like, this isn't the ordinance now? We're
The
going back
yellow?
to the other one? Yeah.
Yes, we're going back to the one that was on last time.
So this doesn't mean anything.
No, I don't, what are you looking at?
What their additional,
Oh yeah, I just put that on there because I said I would, but.
okay. So I was,
So we're back to the same one as last time where you found the typo with bonfire, remember? So it's all the same except for the typo you found.
and my problem with it is we either have to make it usable or we have to make it completely not usable. And when we're saying that you have to be 50 feet from another person's structure, that means no one in town can burn. So we might as well not even have a burn permit if nobody in town can burn. So why bother with it? That's what I am seeing. So if you make it 25 feet and you can burn 25 feet from that house and your house and you can burn in there, then if you want to get a permit and people can actually use this and actually burn their limbs, then I see it as being useful.
For
But-
the open burn part,
But because we're making it 50 feet, most houses here in town do not have 50 feet between houses, or 75 feet, 50 that direction and 25 to their own structure. So we're not making it usable. So to me, I think we need to make it so that people can actually use the ordinance versus, making it inusable and making it just pointless. So
Well,
we're
if-
making it obsolete with putting these big distances on because of the fact that no one in town has that amount of property.
Well, there's people that do have that amount of property, but
not all,
the thing about
everybody.
it, you gotta look at the safety aspect of your neighbors too. And I
I-
think that's what it was designed for.
I understand that, and I've read a bunch of almost everybody surrounding us, I've read their ordinances, and I do see that a lot of them do have a permit, not all of them, but for the open burn, a lot of them do have the permit. Otherwise, some of them are so small that they default to what the county has, and I see that. But like I said, I think if we're gonna make it and make it usable for our community, we have to make it that. We have to make it something that people can can use if they need it. And so the 25 feet I see in a lot of them. Some of them go to the point of 30 feet, like 2 in this area, but no one else has 50 feet. If it's a commercial building, some of them have 1,000 feet, which we don't have a lot of commercial buildings that look like they need to burn debris from their trees. So I'm just saying either make it usable or make it obsolete. And that's my opinion. I don't really have a problem with it.
Well, if we change the ordinance, we can make it 25 feet.
Well, I think we need, if we're gonna get a permit and we're gonna let people use it, we need to change the footage. Otherwise, we leave it as it is and nobody will be able to access it.
Whatever the policy with the IFC is what they stated in there, 25 and 15, that's the current, with the IFC is what this is adopted under their policy.
Right.
So what we originally proposed is how Olathe amended the IFC. So you guys tell us what to do and we'll do it.
Well, I just think we have to, if we're gonna have something usable, we have to make it usable. And then, yes, everybody can come get their permit, but then also permitting is gonna have to be all hours. I mean, whatever hours you guys are at the station.
We have the time frame for the hours, it has to be, it states in there, an hour per sunrise and sunset. What states in the code.
And this one,
You can't allow burning all night long.
I think she meant permitting, like when can you get the permit?
right.
You can get the permit first thing in the morning, anytime in the morning. You can burn up to 6 a.m.
I'm just saying, are they available to get permits 24 hours a day because you're staffed 24 hours a day?
But you're only allowed to burn. They can come in today and get a permit for tomorrow. They're only allowed to burn during those hours.
Okay, I'm not seeing, maybe I
Some of
missed
them
it.
has hours, some of them don't. Currently, we have hours.
Okay,
Do you still want to have hours for recreational burning? It won't have hours. You can still
Right.
burn at night.
Yeah, but I think she's
I th-
talking about hours of coming in to get. the
Yeah.
permit.
yeah, that's what I was. But yeah, there was an hours on bonfires and there were hours on residential burning, right?
They have the other copy
Or
of the
recreational.
hours. Mark,
We're working through this, so,
the hours of burning.
so, I think the
It was
point-
dusk till dawn.
I think the point we're talking
Or
about
dawn,
here is.
yeah.
Hour after daylight.
This
Yeah.
additional language, so we don't necessarily want to have every fire permitted. We wanna make sure people are safe, but not have every fire permitted.
Mhm.
So, for example, if you have the Walmart or the big box store burn thing that you can buy, you ought to be able to do that and have it covered and be able to not have a burn permit.
Right.
And so the hours would be, for that, would be 1 hour after sunrise until 11 p.m. So if somebody gets off work late or whatever, that's the suggested. And open burning,
Yeah,
1 hour after sunrise to 1 hour before sundown. So that's the suggested. So you shouldn't have to have. a
I
permit
think the
to have fire.
recreational was any time on that one, wasn't it?
Recreational, we
Yeah.
are allowing anytime. We don't have a time limit on recreational. And then residential,
Or for the open burning was what Daryl said. 1 hour after, yeah.
Anytime we have someone burning after dark, the fire department gets flooded with calls from people that are just furious about it. I think people should be allowed to burn after dark to a point, but there needs to be a stopping point. And I think 11 p.m. is a fair stopping point for recreational fire.
but if you're having a party at your house and your friends are drinking around, you're gonna go, oh, let's put the fire out, everybody go home at 11. Bars close at 2.
People in the middle of town.
I mean,
I do too.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking like, fire pits.
Yeah.
right, that's what we're talking about.
It's enclosed.
Yeah.
He's saying cut off is 11 on a fire pit.
I think that's.
I've
pretty
got
reasonable
one and
in
I
the middle of
usually
town.
cut it off that time or before.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna open it up, I mean,
I think,
we
now,
open it up.
I've said my personal preference at the first meeting we did this, and my personal opinion is the open burning should be done away with completely, because there's too much of a hazard with people not watching their thing. If they're gonna have
Option
it between
three.
certain hours,
Yep.
it needs to be permitted. The fire department or somebody needs to look at it and see where they're gonna have it to make sure it's safe.
Option 3 requires open burning to have a permit and a time limit.
But the only thing with option 3 is on the open burning. There's no other changes basically to any of the other parts.
Right.
But you can't have an open burn within 50 feet of a building.
Yes, unless you guys want to change the footage, but if you want to make a motion to change the footage, you can say that in your motion, and I'll change it.
Right. So if you wanted to compromise,
Well, I've got
I'd
one
do
more
35 foot.
thing,
I'm gonna
Daryl.
put that out there.
And that's fine. That's an easy change I can make.
I think we should make it the same. So it's not 25 foot from that structure and 30 from that one. I think it should be the same, so there's not confusion. And
Okay.
there's, you know what I mean?
It's whatever you
Um,
guys met, or
You
whatever
gotta
you
take your
guys
neighbors into
approve.
Consideration too.
Right, I understand that. Also, I was looking at, charcoal burners, other open flame cooking devices, and it says they shall not be stored or operated within 10 feet of combustible construction. That's most people's houses. So, in running around town here, cause I bicycle a lot, most people put their grill up under their porch, they put it in their garage, they put it next to their house to protect it. So, that doesn't seem that it's working out either. So what do we do on that?
That wasn't a Latha thing. If you just want to omit it completely, just omit it. And then we can just go off of International Fire Code.
Well, it seems as though you don't want it lit inside your garage. or-
Right, it says stored. It says stored.
So I think that's the
So we
main concern, is you
can
want it lit.
omit the storage
I
part
would
of it.
I would just omit the whole section.
So just
Because we
omit,
I don't think we had a section for it in the first place.
omit letter K.
This policy should only or pertain to things that are like open flames, like a propane powered grill and stuff like that. I don't think this policy really.
Yeah, so just get rid of it.
Either.
It says charcoal burners and other open flame cooking devices shall not be stored or operated within 10 feet of combustible construction.
Yeah. But those flames are contained within that apparatus. I wouldn't consider that an open flame.
So just leave it out.
You grill and
So
stuff.
just omit it.
Yeah, if your lid's closed, yeah.
Okay. Well, I was, like I said, I was pedaling around on my bike and everybody stores their grill up next to their house for
That's
protection.
on my
Just said
porch.
that is
And
not
so-
included in
Yep.
the definition.
Right.
So if you left that in there, that would not include the grills, as I understand it.
We're just gonna
Yeah,
omit.
I don't think we can really regulate like a commercial cooking device, like a barbecue grill and stuff like that.
Okay,
Unless
we'll
it
just
has, like,
omit it.
big open flame that comes outside of the apparatus, then
Okay.
it would pertain to it. But as
Okay,
long as
we'll
it's big
omit
open
letter
flame
K from what we're working with here. Okay. What else?
I'm good with it. It's just
The
taking a
only
long
thing I
time.
say is, we need to have a permit for open burn because I've got a neighbor who just cut down a tree. Rather than haul it off, he decided to burn it. So he starts burning it. You guys may have been there, I don't know. Then I see he builds a concrete fire pit out of concrete blocks. And he
Mhm.
starts burning it little bit by little bit.
Okay.
When the wind's out of the east, southeast, I have to close all my windows because of the smoke
Mhm.
at 2 o'clock in the morning. That we should not have.
Well, this,
And
apparently,
so-
he can't be burning at 2 o'clock in the morning because,
Well, he's
now
not
it's-
supposed to be, but there's nothing to stop him right now. 'Cause he's
yes,
got a-
there is.
Yeah,
Yeah, right now, there definitely is.
Well, I'm not gonna be the one that calls him in.
Yeah.
It's just the way I am.
Anytime, and then at that time, if we do receive a complaint and we come out there to extinguish it. Yep,
Okay.
there's no question.
Well, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Now, whether it's right or wrong, I don't know, but I'm not gonna be the guy to go across the street and start a big ruckus.
But
That's
one,
just me.
one other thing that they wanted to point out was on recreational, no more than 3 feet in diameter, no more than 2 feet high, so somebody doesn't have a 25-foot bonfire and go, well, that's recreational. That makes sense. And not at least 25 feet from a structure or combustible material. If it's in a container, then that's reduced to 15 feet. And then basically somebody has to supervise it, somebody's gotta be there. That makes sense.
And so there are some exceptions in there of those containers, like those commercially bought chimneys that you can buy, the clay pot, look like an outdoor fireplace thing. I believe it says 15 feet in the IFC.
It does.
back. Yeah.
But the IFC says it, so we don't need to rehash it in the ordinance.
It doesn't say, apparently you told me it doesn't say this. That's what you added?
It doesn't say what?
What you wanna add, defining a recreational fire, it does not include, you said the IFC does not include this, is what you told me a minute ago. The IFC did not include this, so you added that.
No, that came out of the IFC.
Oh, it did?
Yes. That
Mhm.
part is.
It- they don't-
Okay.
Yep.
Pardon me.
Yep.
So the hours of burning, 1 hour before sundown, 1 hour after sunrise, 1 hour before sundown for open burning, 1 hour after sunrise until 11 p.m. for recreational fires. So that the
If-
IFC does not talk about
If
that.
you want to add it.
Yeah, that's,
That's what they want. And then supervised. Does the IFC say it's be supervised?
what's the ordinance number on this?
She forgot her book. I was about to ask her that a couple of minutes ago too, to remind her.
Is everybody okay with the third one? Is that what we're doing with the permitted,
Yes,
with 25
Yes.
feet from structures?
I'd move it to 35 myself,
1397.
whatever anybody else wants to do. That's my opinion.
And what about the hours? You gotta decide.
We don't have
Half hour
hours in
after
this one.
Sunrise, or hour after sunrise, an hour before sunset.
And then what about recreational? Is that just for everything?
Recreational is, no. Recreational is at night.
Yeah, it doesn't have any.
We're not putting hours on
Recreational doesn't have
recreational.
hours on it.
For recreational.
And then residential is an
Right.
hour.
Question is, does the council wanna put a limit on recreational? That's the question. The chief wants the limit. Does the council wanna do that? Just let me know.
And then omit K.
Mhm.
K is
K is the grills.
What are you looking at on the recreational, on the like fire pits? 11 o'clock?
11 p.m. he said.
You can just make a
I
motion.
had wanted midnight, but 11, we come to, we talked about it, looking at 11 o'clock, midnight, you know, we can do midnight,
He wanted midnight, I wanted 10, so we met in the middle.
you know, we met in the middle.
I'll go with the
But
chief. I'll
council
go with
gets to
midnight.
decide.
I'll go
I'm
with,
the one that gets the call.
I agree with midnight.
That's why I go with the chief.
Well, then all you have to say is our ordinance allows it till midnight, and then that person,
And if it goes past that, I mean, I'm just saying, if somebody, you get a phone call, we have to come out, just understand that it has to be extinguished.
Didn't Mama say nothing good happens after midnight anyway?
I thought it was
Yes,
2 a.m.
She did say that. No, it's midnight.
And all
so,
the distances we use, those did come from the International Fire Code. Those are not distances that we made up.
I think they wanted the supervision, council attended and have.
We
hours
know
of
what they
extinguishing.
wanted. I think.
That's what seems.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
need to add that.
Mhm. I agree with
We
that.
need to add that.
it's
So
already,
you gotta-
it's already in there.
It's there.
You gotta decide about the supervision and then the hour, and then we'll be done.
Well,
Well,
any
the
fire needs to be supervised, in my opinion.
Supervision's in there, isn't it, Johanna?
Yes.
Mhm.
And the water supply,
A water
Yes.
supply.
it's in there.
You're getting,
I know, I'd make a motion.
okay, so, Mr. Mayor, I propose we accept version 3 presented to us for the burn ordinance, ordinance number 1397, to omit letter K, to change the distance from open burning 50 feet to 30 feet.
35 is what he said.
35 is
I'm
what-
saying 30. So you guys can change it if you want, but I'm saying 30. And then to
35.
include burning from an hour after sunrise to midnight for recreational burning. Anything else that you guys?
The others, open burning, hour
Mhm.
after sunrise, hour before sundown.
Correct. Yeah.
Right,
That's in there, isn't it?
That's already in there, I believe.
Is it?
yeah.
I think so.
Well, we'll-
If we have any
And then
problems,
supervision, constant
it's in
supervised.
there.
If not, we'll come back.
It's in there with the water source. Okay.
Second?
Is there any question on it, Darrell?
I still think we ought to go with 35 feet, but I'm not gonna quibble any longer.
So we're taking it, the motion is for as is 25 and 50.
No,
No,
No.
30.
it's for 30 both directions.
Okay.
I want 35, she wants 30. That's the
I think
motion
you
is
still have to
30.
take the vote and see if it passes or fails, and then you can make a new motion
Right.
if it fails.
Okay, we've had a motion, we've had a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
So, Mr. Mayor, this, when that happens, you have to decide the casting vote, whether, and your vote will go the way it goes,
I vote aye.
and it would pass.
Huh?
Then it would pass.
Or no, I vote no.
No.
Actually, I meant no.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Then it would
I
fail.
would vote with these over here.
It would fail,
But,
which does not pass.
Do you want to try a new one at
Okay.
35?
So then, if somebody else wants to
does
make
anybody
another
want to make
motion,
another
They will.
motion?
Or we have nothing?
Well, our problem is it has to be usable for people. And if we don't have enough space, people don't have enough space, but you still want them to do this. One, because as Jackie's let us know, that our pile is getting way too big out there and we can't keep burning and keep burning and keep burning. So if we do this, we allow people to take care of it in their own time, in their own yard, and it can get done faster. Plus, if people don't have chainsaws, if people don't have trucks and they can't haul their debris from their trees and that kind of stuff out to our facility, then we need to allow them to do this. So if we're getting this far and that much distance in between things, once again, we're limiting those people that live here in town. So those people with the smaller lots will always have to find a way to get rid of their debris, or else it's just going to sit in their yard, and then more people will come in and complain about debris being in people's yard. So let's let them take care of it.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, same motion as previously, omit K. What else was there?
so you
Half hour
30
burn,
feet.
open burn only 1 hour after sunrise to an hour before sunset.
I think it was midnight for recreational is what you said,
Midnight
right?
recreational
and midnight.
is midnight, and the
An hour
distance
after
between,
sunrise till midnight.
and the distance between, or to a structure is 35 feet.
And then we need to, are you gonna have they constantly?
It must be,
It's in
must
there.
be
That's already in
supervised with
there.
the
All
water
in there.
source to extinguish the flame.
That's in there, right? Okay.
Do we wanna put something in there about what we define as a recreational fire?
It's in there.
We need a second
It's in-
and then a vote.
Yeah, no.
It's in my
The description satisfies me.
We've
of
been doing this for
recreational
weeks, it's
fire.
all in there.
Mhm.
Okay, there's a motion.
I've had a motion. Do I have a second?
That's not-
If I don't have a second, I guess the motion fails.
I have a problem with the footage. I have no reason to disagree with the IFC footage. It's like Mickey says, 50 feet to the nearest neighbor is gonna eliminate some folks.
Yes, it is.
Cause,
Eliminate
cause
it.
some
You
of,
gotta look for safety.
I agree.
That's why we changed it to
And
35.
that's the only thing, I'm looking at safety. I've seen too many people in my lifetime have a fire like that, and there's nobody out there watching it. And that's when it can take off and get somewhere else, so if
No,
it's,
no.
the farther away, the better off you're gonna be.
I would make your motion.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we table this until the meeting October 6th.
You guys, I just threw this out there, you guys, I think we've had this on the agenda, this is the third.
That'll be the fourth time.
If we reduce the footage, then
So
we,
you ha- so
we
you
no
have a
longer
motion.
comply with with International Fire Code.
Procedurally, you have a motion, so, Mr. Mayor, you have to ask for a second, and then discussion, and then a vote, I think, for the table.
Had a motion to table this, do I have a second?
We're all so agreeable today.
So it fails again. So,
It fails.
so unless somebody else wants to vote with Lanessa or somebody else wants to vote with Daryl, you might as well
Yeah.
table it.
Third motion.
So if Daryl's willing to go with the 30 feet or
Well, but those
you
two
guys are
failed,
ready to
so
go
you
with
can have
35.
another motion with different
Does
footage.
anybody else have another motion?
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we keep the fire burn ordinance as described in version 3, eliminating K, we agreed on.
Mhm.
And
Open burning hour before sunrise, hour after sunrise,
That's
after
already-
before sunrise.
and
In there.
extending recreational to midnight.
Supervision with water.
It's
Supervision
already,
That's
with
already in
water.
there.
That's about it, isn't it? A second.
Had a motion, I've had a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
No. Again, Mr. Mayor, now we have. a
Aye.
split- Okay.
Once again, we make something unusable. It's awesome of us.
Okay, motion carries, for number 3
I'm
with
confused.
the changes.
I'm confused.
I think it just got all messed up again and it doesn't apply, any of it, so I think we just approve the IFC.
I think Steve has it.
Moving on to item A,
No,
approve
none of that
August
has-
judge's report showing total of $2,673.89, with a total to the city of $2,179.39.
Mr. Mayor, motion we approve the August judge's report showing total collective $2,673.89, with a total to the city of $2,179.39.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item F, approve resolution 2025-25 for CD Banking Authority.
Did this change?
Yeah, I went to Heather. Mr. Mayor, motion that we approve resolution 2025-25 for CD Banking Authority as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item G, executive session for contractual to discuss water sewer project engineering project.
Mr. Mayor, motion we go into executive session for contractual to discuss water sewer project, engineering project. Recommend a 20-minute session to include mayor, council, city attorney, city administrator, and public works director.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Opposed?
engage in those things that give you HIV. I should have my things on mute. Not, let's go back and trim that video. Yeah. Hey, were we on mute that whole time? Okay.
Until just a second.
Okay, we're not mute. So it's working today?
I think so. I didn't put like our still on, it's like once I do our still screen, like when I start it up and put our logo on there, and then try to get off of that, that's when it doesn't work, and we think it's something with that box, but they're supposed to be giving me a new box. I haven't heard from them yet, so guess I'll be checking on that. So I just didn't like do the full thing.
I didn't even run.
You made it?
Call the meeting back to order.
Mr. Mayor, motion we go into executive session for non-elected personnel to discuss employee discipline / hiring. Recommend a 10-minute session to include the mayor, council, city attorney, city administrator, and city clerk on call.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
breakfast in the mornings.
Oh,
Bring
really?
them full of side by side.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to do a little, just a little bit, huh? Unless you're coming from the north, I guess,
Yeah.
on that road, you could get that on that.
Coming out where we live and come in on, Howard Street.
Yeah, yeah.
Or come across and go around 170th and Carline.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting to see like one of those. All I got is a four-wheeler right now, so.
Yeah, yeah. They're super nice, but man, they're really expensive.
I know there's like state funding, if you own so much land or something like that.
Yeah.
You can get discounts for buying them.
Yeah. You just need more land. huh?
Yeah.
If a neighbor would sell you a parcel, would that get you there?
Not quite.
No, probably not. There's not enough there.
No, I think it's on like 50 acres, so.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Slightly under. Yeah.
Well, golf cart can't be run in town, can it?
No, I can't.
It can?
Yeah.
They're $10.
Okay. I knew there was one that was really cheap.
Yeah.
Well, for the city, I mean, I like to give them, I don't steal when the golf carts from the golf course. And as we're putting up these signs for, instead of pickup, get out, go do the signs.
Oh, yeah, side by side would be nice.
Yeah, side by side would be nice.
That'd be really nice.
Cause I don't know if you notice on the new signs, we have a label on the back. We're gonna go around once we go up in GPS and
Go around, yeah.
so you can just lay down in the golf cart. Instead of, we have to put it on mattresses.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cough really bad in a minute.
Call the meeting back to order.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we accept the resignation of Karen Leonard as of today.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we extend the contracts for Steve Angermeyer and Johanna O'Brien to 2030. The contracts as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carries.
Okay, hold on.
Speed pen.
So 2030. Everybody can get those.
Opposed.
Okay, with no further regular business, we'll go to governing body comments. Vanessa?
Just want to say thank you to everybody. I know that the time and winter is going to be fastly approaching, so I wanted to make sure that Cliff, you guys are good, because I know Lucas is going to ask. You guys got fuel? You got everything you need? There we go. And got all the poles you need for everything that's going to snap this winter. We need to put in an order for poles. Knew that was coming too. Jackie, you ready for everything that's about to begin? How are those street signs looking? Okay, you got a crew on that, working on that? Kind of? You still looking for employees? Going back to water leaks. Okay. And we've got water projects coming up, and once again, everybody be patient with us. Be patient on the streets. They're going to get worse before they get better, especially with winter coming. So please just keep that in mind and know that we're trying our best to watch the spending versus watch what's going on the roads, just so that we can finish those projects and do them right once the time comes. I want to thank Dennis down here. My son and I ran up here to use the bicycle pump that the city provides for us, which is great. Thank you. But he was cleaning out the fountain and doctoring the fountain, and I just want to say thank you because someone took the time and effort to do that outside of being paid to do it. And so that was Dennis's little contribution to the community that day, and I just wanted to thank him for doing that. I see little contributions all the time, everywhere, and don't always get a name of a person who does it, but I just want to remind you that we see you picking up trash on the streets, we see you picking it up on the sidewalks, and we appreciate that for those of you that are doing it. Those that are doing the opposite and throwing it there, please be mindful that people live around here and people see that, and that makes our community, you know, a little bit dirtier and a little bit more unsightly. But I know I myself go up to the gas stations and walk back and pick up trash, do that kind of thing for our community. And I like that I see these young children doing it, and it made me want to approach them and say thank you. So once again, to those kids that were picking up trash and just walking the streets with their little Walmart sacks, I definitely appreciate it. It was very sweet of you, very kind of you to take care of your community. Aside from that, I have nothing else.
Okay, thank you. Lucas?
Mr. Mayor, the necessary thing I could say. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Dennis?
I'd like to say thanks to our city administrator's grant writing abilities and the Kansas Department of Commerce. We now have 7,920 feet of new sidewalk, and I think there's probably more to come. So adds to the safety of our citizens, and thank you, Johanna O'Brien. I'd also like to say I've been reading news stories from other towns along these lines, and I've never heard it mentioned here before. Concerning our current issues with our wastewater systems. There's always something going on where things need to be cleaned or upgraded, or a pump has failed because it's being overworked. And I just have one message: stop using flushable wipes. There's evidence all over the state of Kansas, and I see pictures and read articles. Even if it says flushable, they're not flushable. So folks, stop using them. We don't need to add anything to this system before it's upgraded that can cause a problem. So thanks, Jackie, for all your work and getting them all done. So just remember, everybody, wipes clog pipes. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're such a poet, Dennis.
That's all I have.
Daryl?
I don't know how to follow that one. But wipes clogged pipes pretty much says it all. So I'll just leave it at that and thank all the employees for what they do and the citizens for their patience, and that's all I have.
Okay, and I'll just echo what all of them have said and stuff, and then just thank the employees for what they're doing. Keep up the good work, and be safe out there, and we'll move forward.
Now say it,
Thank you.
Mickey. Say it.
What?
Motion to adjourn.
Wipes.
Wipes clog pipes.
Wipes clog pipes.
Yeah, wipes clog
You
pipes.
heard it from our mayor
Clog
first.
pipes.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Wipes,
Aye.
clog pipes. Aye.
I was waiting for him to
Motion
put it in
passes.
there.
We're adjourned. Thank you.